Hey, I'm Claire.
And I'm Terra.
And you're listening to No Contingencies.
The PCB pod.
The
I'm
PCB
just joking.
pod.
She doesn't like that anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't really like that anymore. It's hard to like find your groove.
Hey, we're still learning.
We're close to wrapping up season 1.
I know. I'm excited.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
Soon I won't be able to do that.
Oh,
and that's going to immediately segue us into
unrealistic
talk
beauty
about.
Standards.
Yeah, okay, so that is something that I've been wanting to talk about. Unrealistic. Do it again?
See, I got that done last time I got Botox, but I'm overdue.
I didn't want this. Unrealistic beauty standards of living here, because I personally feel like the majority of girls that I know here, no shade, have Botox filler. They do so many more treatments. So I'm from South Alabama, and I feel like people that like did that in South Alabama, people be like, "Oh, she's had work done," and it was very much like a taboo thing almost. And maybe that was just like my perspective growing up, but like I feel like there's so much like pressure to, I guess, like maintain your youth in Florida. Yes. What is your opinion on that?
Well, let's circle back.
Okay.
I meant to ask you because you told me that. You're like, oh, where I grew up, I felt like that people were like, oh, she's had work done. Mm-hmm. How long ago was that?
I mean, I haven't lived in Dothan since 2012.
I think things have changed. I remember growing up, I'm 40, so I 100% get procedures done, but mainly just Botox. I've done lip filler in my lips, obviously, because
I hit you in the mouth literally like the day after.
I know, they were
and
so
you started
tender.
Crying.
They were so tender. But I think like, I would say like 10 plus, maybe 15 years ago, people are like, ooh, she's gotten work done. Like almost like it was secretive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know amongst a lot of the friends that I know, we're like super open. Who do you go to?
No, people
Who
are
did your
super
work. You know, you want quality where we live, and I'm sure anywhere. But yeah, I think it's not just Florida based, but I do feel it. I also do feel it with my age. I'm much older than you are.
Not really.
Being on this podcast and seeing myself from every angle, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I think that that's something that we've both had a really hard time with is like seeing ourselves on video once a week, and it's just like, oh my gosh. But I think we have to stop with like the nitpicking and it's like you're your own worst critic. No one else is saying that. And if you are, you. But
period.
I just got 60 units of Botox put into my face, and no one knows. You know, and my friend Brittany knows, and
now you guys know.
Well, yeah.
Would you like to share what exactly you got done?
So I got both my masters done because I'm a clincher in my sleep. That was my second time doing master Botox. And then I got 8 units put in along my jaw, and then I got 2 units each side on my DAOs because I have a very like downturned mouth.
Yeah.
I just wanted to try it, and I just wanted to like do something for me, and it is definitely like my plan as I get older. Like I will be getting a facelift if I make it to 60. Like I want to do that stuff. And
Kris Jenner, I think that's called the ponytail.
They said that you see where people said that her surgeon like stepped on her spine and grabbed her face and snatched that thing. I mean,
100%.
She looks amazing. But like Lindsay Lohan looks amazing.
Christina Aguilera, she lost all that weight. And she looks like.
Yeah, they all look amazing.
She did 25 years ago.
And it's like, I feel like Botox filler, like all of these like cosmetic procedures, I guess, like have become so much more accessible.
Yes.
And so much more like
affordable, some would say.
It's expensive.
Botox
was expensive.
Well, because you got your masseters done, and that takes like. So you didn't get any on your forehead or anything? You just did the lower half.
I asked her, I'm like, should I shout out to Aqua Medical Spa in Watersound? That is where I went. I asked her, I'm like, do I need to get anything up top to help me balance? And she's like, no, if you're doing the lower face, you don't need anything. But she did say that if you do forehead, you either have to do around the eyes or the glabella to help it not be so like noticeable, I guess, and not so like jarring. So I just did lower face. I mean, eventually I'll do my upper face, but I feel like I only have this one like wrinkle right here that I feel like I've had for forever.
No, you look great.
So I don't know. I just kind of feel like.
I think you and I have had this conversation before briefly, and I do think some of it has to do with your age. Now you're getting into a time. I mean, gosh, I think girls out there are getting procedures done far too early though. Mm-hmm. And then you see like that reverse effect where it's like, they look, how old? Or how old are they? And they look, I think it was recently, maybe a season or two ago, Bachelor. I don't really watch it, but I remember an article coming out and being like, this is how old these girls are. And I was shocked because I felt like they were more my age.
Yeah.
And I just do think it has like an adverse effect on you if you get it done too much. And I think that's predominantly probably filler and possibly bad filler.
So you were talking, if you want to talk about it, you were talking about filler earlier.
Definitely have never had cheekbones in my life. And I have thought about it to like give some fullness back here, what little I ever had as a child. Part of that is genetics. But since watching this podcast, I've seen it more. I'm like, my God. But that's not the only reason why I would get it. I obviously was something I was considering for quite a few years. And so I'm nervous about that. I know people who do have filler.
Cheek filler or just in general?
Like, it is a little bit of a cheek. Well, it's Brittany Brock with 30A Aesthetic. Shout out to her PA. She's the one who does my Botox and just lip filler, but she does everything. She's great. And she just gave some suggestions of like maybe just more like around this part of my face. She's like, not like an alien. She's like, it would just give you the ever so slight.
Not like an alien.
Well, because you could
Malachi,
get nervous.
could you turn Terra's head into an alien?
But you're just nervous. Like I was nervous the first time I got lip filler and I've had it done twice. And
I did want to say that too. It's like, you're so scared to do it. And then once it's done, you're like, why was I freaking out? Like it's just like a quick, like,
it's like you're getting a drastic.
Yeah.
Some people, but over time, as you continue, you definitely start to see a difference in your face. I used to have really severe lines in my forehead.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I've always had them. They're like, they call them expression lines. Like ever since I was a kid, because I just remember just deep, deep lines. And I had no idea that Botox, which I get to support all the same, Tox, whatever you want to call it, would completely flatten that out. Used to work at this job, and the girl was like, no, I used to have really deep forehead lines, and you will be shocked. And she was like, smooth.
She had really deep forehead lines, and the Botox took it away.
Yeah, and I was show me pictures. So it completely deadens your muscle, essentially.
Yeah.
So there's a push and pull to everything that a muscle has. It's a little lesson for you in biology. Nope. Yes.
Anatomy. in what was
platonic,
anatomical, platonic, nuclear.
Yeah, anatomy.
Whatever word
the
works.
push and pull of your muscle, though, and they say that whichever muscle they inject, it does the opposite. So, typically, your muscles are pulling down here. So when you have the not an expert, by the way, have the Botox, it kind of keeps it from pulling so much. So you get a little bit of a lift and it flattens out.
Have you ever,
I don't know.
This is like kind of shady. Have you ever had a friend that got Botox and then all of a sudden you see them and you're like, oh, you look different?
No, not from Botox.
Yeah, me either. I would never say that.
I definitely remember, I think this girl went viral on Instagram because I don't have TikTok, but probably that too. About a year before I decided to get Botox, and I was so nervous because she went and like one of her eyes like drooped and the other one was like so open, like this. Let's find the girl. I swear, I will find it for you. She
that's really scary.
Like her whole page was basically like walking you through it, and there's nothing you can do.
Did she have like I keep trying to hide my broken nail. Did she have like an adverse reaction, or did she have like the injector hit her somewhere? Or?
The injection site was not in the correct site. So one where she was at, there's two muscles and it's really tricky around your eyebrow. Again, I'm not a professional. I think one she hit, the injector hit right where it kind of like lifted her up, but like severely lifted her up. So I don't know if she got too much. And then in the other one, if you don't inject it just high enough and you get a little bit too low, it'll droop your eye. And I mean, her eye was drooping.
That's terrible.
I know. And it was like a whole year before I decided to get it. I was just looking at getting it and I was like, I think I can wait.
She's not here though. This happened somewhere else.
No, I have no idea who she is or where she's from.
Did you ever see Scar Girl on your Instagram reels?
No.
The girl with like the brown scar on her face.
Like the birthmark?
No, it's like this like scar on her face. And people were like, oh, she's lying. Like that's not a real scar. And so then she would like get a Q-tip and be like, yes, it is real. And be like wiping it. But it was never like touching the actual scar. I don't know.
So we don't think it's fake.
I kind of think it's fake.
Real.
No offense, Scar Girl, but I do kind of think it's fake.
Yeah. Well, this woman, it was real and it was wild.
No, I believe that that's real. Totally.
And like as you get, injections, it takes a while. Like your Botox usually takes like, I don't know, they say like a week until you see results or so, give or take.
Yeah.
And everyone's different. And like when she first got it done, she's like, this feels off. And then like slowly one eye started getting bigger and the other one was drooping. And it's wild.
I mean, it's stuck like that for 3 months.
Because there's nothing you can do about Botox. It has to, over time, like it has to metabolize.
Yeah.
So she kind of did like a story, and I like scrolled through a couple of her posts.
I would be like 0-star Google review.
I was
hate
like,
you guys.
This is possible.
That's really scary.
But
I wonder. Go ahead.
I've also gotten the exact same procedure done that you just got.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get done here, they're supposed to lift up a little bit, and you're not able to do this anymore, which I am. So I'm overdue. So again, don't judge Brittany's work on my face right now.
I'm definitely a little nervous, like watching TikToks about it, that like they say that this is going to start to feel really different and then you'll get used to it. So I'm like a little bit nervous for that. I'm also really nervous that like my smile will be uneven, but
No.
I mean, it is.
Oh, because you did get it done here.
Yeah. But I mean, I could see where she like injected and it looked pretty even. My injector, she does Botox every single day.
Okay.
So, I mean, I feel pretty like confident with her, and also she looks like really snatched. So I'm like, I feel like she does her own Botox.
Could you imagine doing your own Botox?
I think I would like it.
It's like when they say when people go to hair school and they are like changing their hair color like every.
Did you ever have a crazy hair color?
Yeah, I tried to do the Christina circa dirty era, all white blonde and black underneath. I have a prom picture of that. I don't know why I did that. My hair was so pretty before that, and I was like, this is what I want. And my stylist, who I had went to for decades before I could find somebody new in Defuniac, was like, okay, let's do it. And that's a hard style to pull off because your black can bleed into your eye. Probably looked better than, before. It was like of the era where you were like darkening your underneath and your top was lighter.
Yeah. I had beautiful, thick, long brown hair. My mom's like, don't bleach it. You'll ruin it. And I was like, you don't know anything, Mom. My hair's never been the same. It's like so thin and it's a sensitive subject. But I went from like blonde highlights to like a little bit blonde to platinum blonde. I would go into the salon and the girl would put bleach on my scalp and it would burn. And I was just like, this is good. And so then I discovered purple shampoo. My hair was like ice white.
Ooh, yeah. And that was a look for sure. I was
like, ooh, purple shampoo. So then it was purple. And then let's see, I went from purple to like blue to pink. To back to blue.
Wow.
I did a lot of like crazy hair. But my roommate at the time also had crazy hair. Like when we first met, her hair was like, it was dark purple, and then for a long time it was like, I think it was blue here and green down here. Like it was just like, that was like her tea. That was her thing. And so I was like, I'm gonna do that. And I had the cutest pink hair and I miss it. But my cousin Emily always says, she's like, for my wedding, my one request was that you had normal color hair. And here you are with purple hair in my wedding. I'm like, it was icy blonde.
How Kylie of you. Remember that? Do you watch the Kardashians?
A little bit, yeah.
That was what I think happened with when Kim married Kanye.
Oh, she had purple hair. She had blue hair.
But she came teal.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, because she had like been going through like this whole like multicolored hair thing. Some of it was wigs, but she had like, it was her real hair and she was so livid.
If I had money like them, I would have so many wigs.
But yeah, your hair wouldn't burn off. Although Kim still doesn't.
Does she?
I feel like there's been some pictures where they like really zoom in and they're like, look, this is her real hair in this like wig or this extensions. And it's like, it's baby thin.
I miss my extensions. I had extensions like almost, I mean, my hair would have been like down to here. I miss my extensions, but I feel like they were ripping my hair out.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, ask me.
I have never done it. I do know people who have them fullness. I would love it. But I just don't know if I could keep up with it. It seems like a lot of work.
So I had K-tips. I didn't have wefts, which is like the sew-in.
Yes.
The K-tips are so easy. Like you have to be at the salon for forever and then they get installed and then you're just good to go for like, you're really supposed to go like every 3 months. I would stretch mine to like 4. My last round I did like 5 months almost, but I had all these events coming up and I was like, I have to have my hair. Like I need my hair. I would love to go back and get it redone, but I'm trying really hard to like get more fullness up here, which I've got like 2, maybe 3 people have told me recently my hair's looking a little fuller. So I'm like, okay, let me ride the wave. But I mean, I've been doing Nutrafol for 6 or 7 months now, and then I've been doing the Divi serum on my hair for a month, and dandruff shampoo for like 6 months. Like I work at it. I have like one of those like head scrubber
Massagers,
things.
yeah.
Like I'm serious about it. Because I mean, one day I just woke up and I was like, I have no hair. Like you could see straight through my hairline, which like nobody look at it. But I
Close
mean,
up.
it was tough. Even in our first episode of No Contingencies, I was like, I have a bald spot. So now I like intentionally don't wash my hair before I come here. I'm like dry shampoo, dry shampoo, dry shampoo, and I mean it helps, but
Yes, dry shampoo
anyways,
does
all
help.
that to say, like once I feel like my hair is more full, I'll probably get extensions again because I loved them. I loved them. So if you're thinking about doing it, do K-tips.
Yeah. And what do they do? Just move up the each individual.
Oh, no. When you get them taken out, you need to do honestly like 2 separate appointments because so the K-tip, the way that it works is you have this like long strand of hair that's got like a keratin tip, but I'll just say plastic for now. So they get a little tiny segment of your hair and they put the bond on it and then they melt the bond onto your hair and then they twist it and that's it. So whenever it comes time to get them removed, they have to put this stuff on there and it like dissolves the keratin and then they squeeze it and then it comes out. Getting them put in was like a 3 to 4 hour because I had 4 boxes of hair in my hair. So that was about 4 hours. Getting them removed, she was like, they were so long. She was like, it's going to take us a while. So it was like 4 hours to get them out and then another 2 hours to get them put back in. And I just like told her, I was like, I cannot do this all in one day again. Like this is
Too
I can't sit
much.
still for that long.
Like 6 hours.
Yeah, I mean, whenever she put them back in, I got there at like probably like 3 and didn't leave until like 8. I mean, we left after dark. It was crazy. That being said, yes, I would do it again.
So why wouldn't you do a weft then? That seems
I don't think I have enough hair for
more
it.
damaging to your hair.
I was told that K-tips are the least damaging to your hair, but I don't have enough hair to like do, like you would see it. My hair is really thin. So.
Yeah, that's the only way that I know a couple of my friends who have it. Maybe a few
It's the most
K-tips
common.
around the face.
Yeah, with a few K-tips around the face. Yes. Yeah. Wefts are most definitely the most common. There's also invisible bead extensions, which is similar to K-tips. And there's like tape-ins and like clip-ins and stuff. I have a friend that does clip-ins and you can never tell.
Same.
She looks really good.
Yeah. They're like in, and I'm like, where are they? But I also think like she's naturally still has a ton of more hair than I do. Mm-hmm. So she's just adding more like thickness. And she has length naturally too. It looks good. I
cannot believe that I had natural thick brown hair all the way down to my butt and I ruined it.
Golly, that is so long.
I love long hair. I love long hair.
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds like you dyed your hair a million different colors.
I dyed my hair a million different colors and then I had to cut it to like here.
A nice little bob.
Yeah. I got a wig in the mail yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's a blonde bob. And so I just started calling people. I called Malachi's mom and I like put my thumb over, which she didn't answer. I put my thumb over the camera and then I'd be like, okay, I got my hair done today and I want to show it to you. And I would like move my finger and people would be like, oh,
that's a choice.
Yeah, my mom was
bold move.
She's like, oh, it's so cute, and I was like, thanks. And she's like, Lawrence, come in here and see this. And so I did the same thing to him, and he was like, like thought it was so funny. I'm like, this could be my real hair. And
he's like, no, that ain't your hair. That's a wig.
Yeah. He's like, where'd you get that? Buy me one.
That's too funny.
And then I did it to my friend Caitlin and she thought it was hilarious. Everybody, I mean, I'm always like messing around. Like people don't believe me anymore. I think I've said this, when I got bit by the cat, my mom did not believe me. I FaceTimed her from the hospital and she was like, who are you there with? I'm like, I got bit by a cat. What are you talking about? No one believes me. From the hospital? Yeah. I gotta stop goofing off.
If you had to guess, the top 5 cosmetic procedures. Now these are like procedures. These aren't just like, these include like going under the knife.
Okay.
What would you think they'd be?
Botox filler.
No, those are not going under the knife.
Oh, that's not. Okay. Breast implants.
No.
What?
Well, yeah, actually, I'm just joking.
Okay. I was about to say that's insane. I kind of want to say BBL, but BBL is like really dangerous.
So dangerous. It's not on the list.
Not on
But
the
I
list,
think
okay.
it was like
for
a while.
rhinoplasty, of course.
No.
Are you gonna say just kidding? It is.
No, listen, let me tell you the top 5.
Okay.
Liposuction's ranked number 1.
Okay, I wouldn't consider that going under the knife. It's like going in the needle.
But it means like going under the knife, I think, is a term that means like you have to have
sedation.
Yes.
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia. Thank you. So liposuction, breast augmentation, a tummy tuck, breast lift.
That should be counted in implants. I got 2.
No, breast lift is like people aren't putting implants in.
Yeah, but like okay, go ahead.
And then eyelid surgery, a bleph. Upper bleph.
I can't believe rhinoplasty is not on there. I feel like I know plenty of people who have had a nose job.
I know, but I think I asked ChatGPT, so I asked him to pull credible sources. So I'm just rolling right off what they told me.
You're not ashamed to tell people that you're a ChatGPT.
Oh my God, all the time.
And I love it.
All the time. But I have considered doing that as well.
Bleph?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because I have such like a fatty upper pad. Yeah, well, like.
I feel like I have, like, you could grab onto this.
Yeah, stop stretching your skin.
I'm sorry.
My God.
Oh, we talked about earlier too. There's a eyebrow lady here that, I mean, she slays. Irina, the eyebrow lady, and yeah, I thought about doing that too. But I'm like, tattoo on my face. I don't know if I can do it. But I have a lot of friends who've been to her.
Yeah, but I think too, like they look so good.
They look
on the Instagram.
Good.
They look so great.
Mm-hmm. In person, they look so good.
But then, like I would say, over time, kind of like with your extensions, you're like, it's probably time to re-up.
Yeah. I mean, it's a commitment. Mm-hmm. Like you're doing it. You're married to it.
You have to continuously get touch-ups.
But Irina, girl,
so
those
good.
brows.
So snatched.
And one of my friends went to her like assistant. You could not tell a difference. They looked so good.
Oh, really?
Really?
Did not know
really
that.
Good. Yeah. She told me that she was like, she went back in, she was like, this one doesn't really look like this one. And she was like, how you see your eyebrows and how I see your eyebrows are 2 different things and they look perfect to me. And I was like, oh, that is such a good like take, you know, because it's like your perception of how they should look versus how somebody else sees them. Like, I don't know, I just thought that was interesting.
Saying so.
Because you can't like see your own face.
Right, you're nitpicking. You're like,
yeah.
It's micro to you.
It's what?
Micro, like you're like, look at this one eyebrow, like right here. I feel like I need to fill this one in.
I got my ruler out and you're off by like a centimeter. So unrealistic beauty standards. Do you think there's any unrealistic standards in the real estate market?
I do. I think like we had just,
the listeners are turning it off. They're like, oh, real estate.
I know. I think truthfully, God, I hate to say it, but Alice Beach, man, it is so unrealistically overpriced. But I mean, I guess that depends on who you're talking to.
People want to live there.
I know.
I think it's like one of those things where it's like, it's so unattainable that that's what makes it desirable.
Yeah. It's like your way of being like, I can afford to live here. It's very much status.
I just think, in my opinion, when I think about people that are willing to spend 10, 15, 20, $25 million on a house, I'm like, you have that.
Land.
That's awesome. Well, no.
I'm like, no land.
Not where I was going. You have all that money and you pick here.
Yeah.
I just think that's really interesting because like that will take you far in like New York City, Chicago, South Florida, or, you know, you could buy like multiple other properties. So I just think it's so interesting that there are buyers out there for that type of real estate here.
You know, I think it used to be a hidden gem for a really long time. Mm-hmm. For a lot of people in the Southeast, who could have a quick jaunt to a place that felt like you were sometimes, depending on your location, in a different country, you know?
Yeah.
I think oftentimes people would be like, oh, you know, if they go to Rosemary, they're like, it feels very European here. And like Alice Beach is very like Grecian. And I've never been over across the pond, so I wouldn't know personally. But I do feel that has always been the aesthetic and the draw. And then the drive, park, never leave, and have all the things you need, walkability and, you know, in an aesthetically pleasing environment and multiple shops and restaurants, exclusivity, and some would say to the beach access. And so I think that's a draw for a certain group of, people in our world. It's shocking. I remember how Alice Beach, it's just so funny. I saw an article the other day about it. There's this house, and for the life of me, I can't think of what they call it. It's called the something of construction. And it's like this futuristic house that's on 30A, right around Alice Beach.
Yeah.
You can't even see it anymore because so much of Alice Beach has been built up. But so long ago, it used to be like the only standing house on the Gulf side for the longest time. Kind of looks like a compound.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. And there's also that one house. I'm going to sound crazy if you don't know what I'm talking about. There's that one house that's like shaped like a fish. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I should.
That I'm pretty sure is in Alice, and it's been there forever.
Maybe we're talking about the same house.
Maybe we are. I kind of think we are.
Because
it's
the
like
way that it's shaped.
from like Fawnville Press to the left a little bit.
Yeah, it's because it's supposedly the.
Speaking of Fawnville Press, we went the other day, and I told Terra, I was like, this place is expensive because there's no prices on anything. You're just like, oh, these Cheez-Its could be $5, or they could be. They're not really Cheez-Its. They're like organic, locally sourced.
Yeah.
I'm like, this could be $8 for the box or like $25. And they're just like, you're going to have to find out, brokey.
When you're at the register, and then you're like,
no problem.
Can I put this back?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would never.
Anyways,
and I know you would dare not.
What were you saying about the compound?
I think that if we're talking about the same house, the way that it was designed, the architect was trying to make it able to withstand any like hurricane winds. So it wouldn't just like topple over. And I think the shape of it is a little more rounded in some spots. Maybe we're talking about the same.
It's got to be the fish. It's got to be the fish.
Because I always thought it looked like a spaceship.
Yeah.
Either way, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
We love your house, your fishy spaceship house.
It's been there forever.
So that to me, I think is just like nuts. I mean, if I had that much to spend on a house, I don't know that I would pick 30A, but maybe it's just like so fun to some of these people.
Yeah.
If you had, let's say you have $20 million just for a house, where are you going?
Oh my gosh.
You should have been like Alice Beach.
Never. I don't think I would ever spend $20 million on a house.
Okay. You have 500 million. You're going to spend 20 on a house. Where are you picking?
I think
Play
I'd
my
probably
game.
Subdivide that up. Okay.
No,
I would probably. You want to know what I would do? Truthfully,
yes.
I think I would probably do. I'm torn between. Well, because we live on the beach, I'd probably do something either in the mountains or on like a ranch, and then I would have like a ranch hand. So I wouldn't have to keep it up myself because let's be realistic here.
Yeah, I mean you have $500 million.
I would have my own. What's the show that everybody loves?
Yellowstone.
Yes.
Yeah, but they own like 1 million acres. You couldn't have 1 million acres.
No, I would just only need like 50. And then I would have you know what I would do? Truthfully, yeah, that's what I would do. I would build a compound for my family so we could bebop from each other. My mom.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You know what I mean? Like everyone's got their side by side. There's a couple like. There's one in particular, and I can't think of their Instagram handle that I follow, and they all live like on the same compound.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that is so fun. They'll be like, don't turn the porch lights on, and then they do, and everyone comes, what you making for dinner?
Yeah, I've seen that one where it's like, what are you making? They're like, chicken pot pie. They're like, I'm going to grandma's. They're like, Grandma, what are you making? She's like, stew. They're like, oh, I'm going to my brother's.
Yes, I love that. So that's what I would do.
That would be the dream.
I think that'd be more than enough to have a substantial amount of land.
I love how I'm like, okay, these are the rules. You get to pick one. You're like, so I would subdivide that money, and then I would build a development, and then I would have a house in the Keys.
Yeah.
You are not playing my game.
No, you're like, just pick one.
Can I tell you? Actually, I don't want to talk about that.
No, why don't you tell me what you would do?
Okay, what I would do, I don't know.
That's hard, right? 25 million is a lot of money.
It's a ton.
For one property. Specifically, it's like a wild number to think about.
What's crazy too is that whenever you see a sale like that on MLS, it's like cash. What?
Yeah, that's because the wealthy don't pay. They don't take mortgages out. They have stocks that they take loans out of.
Yeah,
and
they loan against.
It's still a loan,
money.
but it's like cash when they're doing it.
Well, yeah, because their interest rates are like 1%, 2%. When you have that kind of money, yeah. I don't know. I've always kind of felt a draw to the West Coast. Like I could see myself like living in California, but then whenever I go there, I'm like, I don't really fit in here. But other than that, I don't know of anywhere else that just like springs to life for me that I'm like, I would really want to live there. I would probably go like Alice Beach. I'm just kidding.
No, I love it.
I don't know.
Fish
I've
house,
never
please.
thought about
You want
it.
the fish house,
I
not
want
the
fish
restaurant.
house.
The house
I
we
can't afford the fish house. They're probably like, we want 50. Like, no. One of my friends, her grandmother is very wealthy, and she lives in a small town in Virginia. And she didn't want any neighbors, so she's just started slowly buying up her cul-de-sac, and she just like puts her stuff in these houses.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought. I thought it was mainly she was just buying up land. She's buying up actual housing.
Yes. No, she like the neighbor's house, like they're like, we're thinking about selling. She's like, how much do you want? And just like gets that house. And then I think it's like her house, and then she owns one on either side, and then maybe that one beside it. She's just like slowly
creating her own compound of her own home.
Yeah, because she doesn't want any neighbors. Period, queen. Good for you.
She's not moving any family into any of these houses?
No.
Oh my God.
As far as I know, I mean, I could be wrong, but like, yeah, she's like, I'm not feeling very social. I think I'll just. Okay, you know where we've talked about this before, but I would also love to live at river camps.
Oh yeah,
I love river camps.
Yeah, it's aesthetically pleasing. The lots are much smaller than you really anticipate that you can build on, because you have to leave a lot of it in its natural habitat. But it is a really, really special space.
Are you ever worried about the neighborhood you live in, about the alligators?
No.
Are you ever worried about the hogs?
Oh my God, I had a dream about it last night.
You had a dream about the hogs?
I had a dream I was running in the nighttime, and like 1 or 2 hogs came up, and I was like, oh no. And then all of a sudden, like this whole like herd of hogs were chasing me, and I woke up to the dog trying to wake me up to take him outside.
Do you ever have crazy dreams? Like, well, I mean, obviously you had one, but are your dreams, do you dream every night?
For the most part.
Yeah? Do you have crazy dreams, or just like you're just like doing stuff?
Sometimes I've had some really crazy dreams where I'm like, why did I just dream that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you ever have a dream where you're just like, oh my God, this is so bad, and then you wake up and you're like, oh, thank God I don't have to deal with that?
Yes.
Yeah, I have those all the time. I had this really scary dream.
Nobody likes to hear other people's dreams. They're not as interesting to other people as they are to you. I'm happy to hear them, but this is what I've told. I'm not saying that I don't want to hear your dream.
I'll just
no, because
and so, anyways, that's gonna wrap us up for today. That was so mean.
I didn't mean to
I just
be
listened to your hog dream, and now you don't want to hear about my alien dream?
I want to hear about your alien
Well,
dream.
too bad.
Because I have to tell you about a dream that I have reoccurring all the time.
Okay, well, sure. Let's hear about your dreams, since my dreams are so boring.
I haven't been in the service industry in so long, but I will still on occasion have a dream that I am weeded in the restaurant and I can never get to my tables or make a drink or like get my drinks to a table, or why am I triple sat and somehow I'm in molasses walking to them? I'm like, God. And then those dreams will give me so much stress, and I'll wake up and be like, oh my God, that was a dream.
I do that with school. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't been to math all year. Like, I'm about to bomb this test. Or our high school was on like a rotating schedule. So like Monday, just for example, Monday would be like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then Tuesday would be B, C, D, E, whatever. And so I like in my dream, I don't know the rest of the alphabet. In my dream, I'm like, what day is it? Like, what class am I supposed to be headed to? Like, I'm going to be in
like
so
even
much
or odd
trouble.
Days. Like,
well, and then like the next day would be like C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And then, it just like, it rotates like that.
Got it.
And so I'm like going to school, and I'm like, is it English? Is it math? Is it study hall? Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? And so that always like stresses me out in my dream.
I've definitely had a school dream where I'm like, I have not been to class.
Yeah, that's really boring.
I know.
No one cares.
I didn't mean it like that. Sorry that it came out like that.
I'm kidding. Being a server, did you ever have like you'd be like laying in bed at night, and then you'd be like, oh, table 7, I never took them the mustard.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
What is the best tip you ever got as a server?
Did we talk about this, serving people?
I don't think so.
So when I used to work in Rosemary, I had worked at this restaurant, and we were so busy during spring break, and like the younger crowd of kids, I would say from like 10 to 14 would come in by themselves with like their parents' credit card or whatever. And we're like auto-grat, because we know like these kids aren't going to tip. Some of them would, and others would just be like, $0 on this, and you are hustling. And I was so weeded, and I had this couple outside, and I gave them subpar service, and I knew it because I was running.
I remember this.
And
I remember
this. Did I say this on the podcast?
No, I think you just told me
So
this.
I was like, oh my gosh, going outside to them, and it was like it was like a beer and a Diet Coke or a beer and a wine. But I filled his beer up twice, and his beer was empty when I came to him, which is not good service. You wanted to obviously get it going while he's like 2 sips down or whatever. And so I gave him another beer. Then I was like, anything else? And then gave him their check because they were like, no, we're good. And I came back and they were gone, and I was like, oh gosh. And they just left $100. And their bill was only $40. So I got like over 100% tip. And I didn't realize, I was like, wow, did it take me that long to come back? They couldn't even like be bothered to wait for change, you know? Well, as I'm like flipping through like Star Magazine or something, on the back, it's like CMA Awards, Blake Shelton, and what is his name? American Idol.
Luke
Bryan, you guys. I was waiting on Luke Bryan and his wife.
That's crazy.
I didn't recognize him in the moment because A, I was busy, and B, I'm not that big a country fan. I wasn't at the time anyway. And I just saw it, and I like covered his head, and I was like, he was just chilling, eating lunch with his wife with a hat on, and I didn't say a thing. And it was like in his early days,
but he
mind you.
Appreciated that
100%, because it was a crazy busy. And I thinking about it, I was like, maybe was it around? I don't know when it was around. Maybe he was just vacationing, but I didn't say a word. He was like, she clearly is treating me like a regular. Giving me
she's like,
terrible
Brian,
service.
You're not important. You'll get your beer when you get it.
Yeah.
Country girl, shake it for me.
Yeah. I had no idea. And one time, same place, I waited on Dunn of Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah.
My mom loved that. I didn't realize it either until he handed me his credit card. There's just been a couple people who came in, and I've not waited on the others. I would be too nervous.
Did you ever get no tip?
Oh, 100. Yeah, all the time.
Like percentage of time, like 20% of the time, 10%
oh,
of the time?
No, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, no, it'd be nuts.
There's been like a handful of times, less than 5, and I was in the service industry for a solid 10 plus years.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad.
No, I mean, I was probably like, I wasn't the best server in the world, but I was quality enough where I could handle my own and then some. And, you know, my tip average was probably like 35, sometimes depending 40. And that was
% or dollars?
% of my sales.
Oh.
So that's not bad.
Am I misunderstanding? You were getting 40% on all your tabs? 40%
35
tip?
average. So sometimes you might get like 18. Sometimes you might get like more than that. Like 45%.
I'm not understanding.
Okay, let's say that's $100. Sometimes that person might tip me 18%, which would be $18. Or they would tip me 35, 40, depending.
35% to 40%?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I think those percentages happen with higher bills in my experience. And it's usually when there's multiple people and they throw down multiple cards.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you auto-grat them, you let them know, and they're like, throw an extra 10 on top, which really is giving you like 30% across the board, maybe more.
If somebody auto-grats you, do you tip more?
Most of the time.
A lot of people have very strong opinions about that.
Oh, people have strong opinions about tipping, period. And I'm like, have you ever been in the service industry?
Oh, I'm tipping
because
20%.
I'm not getting that. Much like working in the real estate, let's circle that back. Look at us intertwining that in. You're not getting that full commission. You're not getting that full tip. You're tipping people out. You're paying people out in our industry. So, you know, I had to pay a certain percentage to the house, and that would get, or I would get, you know, sometimes they started tipping like their hostess, definitely to the bar, like your sales, you had to tip a certain percentage. So like at the end of the day, you're not walking with that average of 28 to 32%. What I would say would be the most average. You know, you're walking with a little bit less.
We should talk more about serving on our next episode.
I love talking about serving. I can talk about serving all day long.
Thanks for listening to No Contingencies. We'll see ya.
Bye.